Okay. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, show us what you can.
Okay. No, I'll show you. You can see everything. So this room is actually kind of important. We're a harm reduction organization, as I said. And what that means for us is that we try to bridge gaps in services. And so when Project Me was being developed, a big gap was that most services have the kind of idea that you have to choose recovery or like an abstinence based model of recovery before you are offered support services. And we believe if you start offering people support when they're actively using substances, one, again, you're sustaining life, but also meeting people where they're at and getting people what they need. Um, that that is probably just the best model of recovery when people are making their own choices, and you're supporting them as the expert of their life. So this is all the like supplies and things. We have a street outreach team that goes out every single day of the week. And so they fill book bags with all of these items or as much as they can of these items. And we go out and offer these things. But people can come into the center and get a certain amount of supplies every single week. So we have book bags that people can have. This is all of like our hygiene stuff. So we offer hygiene kits and just anything that we can think of to like lovingly come alongside our people. We also very much listen to our people. So we have an advisory committee that's made up of people with living experience. So they can help guide our services because we don't know what it's like to be out there or to be like actively using substances in a lot of cases today and what that means. So harm reduction right now for us is that's not a good example, but is insect repellent. So um, there is a substance called xylazine that's being cut into fentanyl, which is already pretty dangerous. But one of the characteristics of xylazine is that it causes the body to not heal wounds. And that can be a wound from a syringe prick, but that can also be a wound that's an insect bite or, whatever else. And so um, that if we can help mitigate how many insect bites people have, then maybe somebody doesn't get a super infection. And then we offer sterno so that people, right now it's hot, so certainly not for heat, but people still use those for cooking. We always offer white socks, only white socks, so that if people, people get wounds on their feet from never taking their shoes off or getting wet, things like that. It's really hard to tell infection from sock if somebody's got like a black sock on or something. So we just try to be mindful of that. And then our naloxone, we always have a ton of naloxone. We distribute probably on average 500 to 600 every single month. And then these are all of our safe use kits and our drug testing strips. We also offer wound care kits and safe sex kits, just all manner of things to help keep people as healthy and safe as we can. Bless you. Yep. And then we also operate the Indiana 211 peer recovery coach line to offer support to people who call in with recovery related needs. And so we operate that line Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. That correlates with our drop center hours. Here's the pile of noodles I was kind of telling you about. And this is just our food pantry that's got all of our like snack bag items in it so we can put those together for folks when they come
Wow.
in.
Wow. So you guys do receive donations and things like that.
Yeah, we receive donations, but we're mostly grant funded. So we have a lot of funding from the Division of Mental Health and Addiction. The funding that we actually got $38,000 of funds specifically for food from NASDAD, which is a federal organization that supports harm reduction organization. So and they were the only, I applied for so many grants for food. And with all the food insecurity in our world, you'd think that'd be a priority. It's really hard to find funding for food.
Wow.
So this is our little cafe where, again, people can just come and hang out here. We tried to make a space that feels good, that's colorful, and that. The refrigerator is actually a new addition too. So the same funding where we got the lockers, the mailboxes that I'll show you upstairs, the shower trailer, and then the washer and dryer, we were able to get the refrigerator as well. So,
Awesome.
mhm.
Now, I know you said something about drop-in hours.
Mhm.
So, what if someone needs help after those hours? What happens?
So yeah, we're not necessarily crisis peers, or we don't offer crisis services.
Yes.
Um, so I guess the best answer to that is we engage with people, the following day. We do let people stay on our porches. I don't know if you noticed, like the pillows on the back porch when you came in.
Oh,
We let people be here so long as they're not, using substances. They're still following our guidelines, basically, and making sure that it's a safe space. This is our nature room. Um, I get so out of breath from walking up those stairs. Oh my goodness. But our nature room, so that like the living space up front can get kind of, loud, and people will be down there like coloring and doing different things. And so it can get kind of boisterous down there. For whatever reason, this room still stays pretty quiet, even if it gets pretty loud down there. So usually we have people napping in here. Like we'll have people that are on both sofas, and then somebody in the chair resting. And then all of the art in here, not that stuff, but like the original art is by people in recovery. So that's my friend Jared, his photography.
wow.
I met him in a photography meetup group when I was a photographer, as I said. And then this is by Sam Root, who is a person in recovery, who also lost his 3-year-old daughter to a fentanyl overdose.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
And he's so a big part of his recovery was that he's taken a lot of art classes, and he either took classes with, we'll just say, with one of Bob Ross's relatives. I don't know if that was his like brother or son, I can't remember, but he took classes with one of Bob Ross's relatives to learn how to paint with his technique. And then that, of course, is me, my photography stuff. Yeah. We do have a clothing closet, so we offer 4 items of clothing. They can come in here and shop every week if they want to. And then this space is actually our coaching space. We offer one-on-one coaching with an assigned coach, but that program is a lot home and community based. And what I mean by that is we are literally meeting people where they're at again. So wherever they're comfortable, people have transportation barriers a lot that keep them from getting to services. And so we don't want that to be a barrier. So we will go to where people are at. But if they have sessions in office, this is kind of the coaching space. We have another futon. That's intentional, just so we have a lot of different like areas where people can rest if they need to.
Hmm.
And then we did this project with the Yellow Frame Project. I think creativity is really important in recovery, just to, you have a lot going on chemically in your brain, and creativity boosts all of those chemicals that need to be kind of built back up and healed. And then this is our Maslow room. So Maslow's hierarchy is, the basis for our services here at Project Me, and meaning that I just think we need to help people assess and then realistically address their basic needs before we can expect somebody to be able to focus on recovering or rebuilding relationships, or whatever that looks like. So we offer a lot of tangible resources like through our coaching program, bus passes, fuel cards, food vouchers, laundry packages. We do bicycle packages after somebody's been enrolled in our program for 3 months, and we have some transportation scholarships to help with car maintenance, plates and registration, driver's license reinstatement. Those are up to like $300. And yeah,
That
so
is awesome.
our Maslow room we use for if we have like trainings, or meetings, groups, anything like that. But just when we're open, the day to day, this is just another space that can be used for people to hang out in. That computer is just for like our drop-in recoveries to use for recovery related stuff while they're here. We have a lot of people who get banned from the library and then don't have a place to use the computer. So they can use it here again as long as it's for recovery related stuff. Yeah, we also have a landline phone and the number is not published, so that can just be used for messages if anybody
Good.
needs that. Yeah, and then just our little administrative office, well, our photo booth, and that's our tribute board. Just for any of our people that we've lost um, along the way. And we wanted to hold space for our visitors. Sometimes don't have a good way to grieve or pay tribute to people they've lost. So it can be just kind of a cathartic tool for people. Yeah. And then the administrative office, I only show you because it's full of, like all the things that I love, including my dead bamboos and my Barbies and things like that. But they all speak to me. So
Oh, she's beautiful.
yeah, Madam C.J. Walker, and then I have an Ida B. Wells down there too, and I got her for like $3 because her wax was a little bit crushed.
What? Awesome. This is amazing. So, so I had asked, not only are you here to support recovery, but you aid those who have not decided to do yet. And that is incredible. That's incredible. What is a percentage, or is there any that um, in that, aiding, we're just aiding you, have come over into recovery?
Um, so we view recovery a little bit different here at
Okay.
Project Me. So, just somebody, I'll say how we define it is any positive change. And so for us, what that means is that somebody making a choice to walk through our front doors is really taking a step towards recovery because that's scary to do. And to walk into a place and just say, hey, I want some supplies to stay safe or to stay alive until tomorrow or whatever. So since we view recovery like that, I guess that is a harder question to answer.
Okay.
But yeah, we just um, think that anytime people reach out or just express that they have a need, um, that I guess that is recovery to us. And also, we kind of measure success different in the way that we just want to make people feel safe no matter where they're at or what they're going through. And I think that we do a good job of doing that. Just by what we hear from our people, and that we do have a lot of individuals who come every day and just hang out and now want to give back in their own way. So we have a couple of people who've been dropping in for 9 months or something. They've just consistently been coming and visiting, maybe helping out around here. And now we're going to start utilizing them in a more formal way so that they have maybe a little bit of income and they're able to start putting some things in place that they haven't been able to. Um, and I think there's a lot of things that are possible that we count out for people when we shouldn't. When just helping somebody get an ID and not having any expectations of what they're going to do after they get that ID, that can be really powerful. So that's what we're trying to do here. And, I think we're just successful in making people feel loved and seen and heard and like their voices matter because we do listen and we are all people with lived experience that work here. So each one of us has, at least some experience with mental health, but most of us have had experience with mental health, substance use, and justice involvement, and probably trauma, and have done some work to be able today to at least be in a place where we're maintaining that well enough that we can support other people in a way, um, just by listening and getting them connected to the things they express they need.
Wow. Wonderful. Awesome. This was good. This was good. It really was. I know that you have some other items that you have been donated. Were they donated or were they
The like the
outside?
shower trainer
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff? No, so it wasn't donate. I can grab those keys actually and show you. So no, we actually got funding from the city of Fort Wayne.
Oh,
They let me see, here's my project and keys. So there are, I don't know how familiar people are with opioid settlement funds, but there's this a pot of money that is from big pharma going through a lawsuit, and these funds have to be spent to positively impact people who are negatively impacted by the opioid crisis. And so I had sent a proposal into the mayor's office to Mayor Sharon Tucker after I talked with her. And the city got a hold of this proposal, and there were a lot of items that I had written in there that were physical items. And so the city approached me and asked if, we could use some funds to buy things. So that was a long way of telling you that the city of Fort Wayne actually provided funds for the lockers, the mailboxes there that we just got. So we just have 41 mailboxes now, so we'll be able to provide a mail service for folks. So we already get mail for a handful of people, and we just put it in their file and give it to them when they come in. But this is a more formal way so that they will have their own key. Personal autonomy is very important to us, or like uplifting personal autonomy, people being able to just do things on their own. So that's part of like the lockers and the mailboxes too. So people can visit, check their own mail, like they'll have their own key, get into their locker, and be able to schedule showers when it feels good to them and all that kind of stuff. So
okay.
yeah. And I
Okay, you guys. So now we are outside and we are about to be shown what they have purchased with those funds she was talking about. All right. This is a shower slash restroom.
uh-huh. Yeah, so both of these just mirror each other. They're not decorated or anything yet. This is just the
Wow, you guys, look at here. This is so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah, so for now, this will be just stationary here at the drop-in center,
Mhm.
um, for people to take showers as they need to. But we do have the capability to be able to take this places with us. So it could be possible that in the future, because we do a lot of street outreach also, that we could figure out maybe some specified days and times to take the trailer to other places. Um, but yeah, I was really excited about these like these stalls in here because they're like actual stalls instead of being I would have been grateful for anything, but I really thought they were going to be like the smaller ones where people would barely have any room to wash. So yeah.
Mm.
And then this one is just identical, but I think flipped, or it might even be just identical. And then we also got our van. I did not bring
That's okay.
the van keys, but we're going to use this we couldn't figure out if we wanted to use it for outreach or transportation. We're going to use it for both. It has 15 seats. And so I think our plan is that we're going to keep 11 seats in. so that we can do transportation, but then we'll have that back row out so we can like fit it so our outreach supplies can be in the back.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
yeah, so right now like I mentioned how we carry book bags. There's only like so much we can put in book bags. We probably will still do that because that's the easiest. Like when we would go out to like encampments and things, we're not going to be able to take our van like into encampments. You literally have to like walk into, tree lines and things like that. But yeah, so
Awesome.
we're just excited about all the different opportunities and ways that I don't know. We've just had things come together for us in a way that really feels like we're supposed to be doing all the things we're supposed to be doing. Um, and it's giving us a lot of opportunities to come alongside people in creative ways that, again, just bridge some gaps in services that exist. So,
Awesome. Awesome. You won't be able to hear any of that on the
okay.
video.
I was going to say, it's so.
Is there anything else you want us, the people, to know?
We do have an overdose awareness event coming up on August the 31st. I, of course, don't know when this podcast might be published or whatever, but it's a great event every year. I just believe in keeping things simplistic. We co-host it with Recovery Cafe Fort Wayne and the Hope for the Family of an Addict, which is a family serving organization. And we just hold space for people to pay tribute to those that they have lost as survivors coming, just to celebrate that and just hold space. So we release lanterns. Everybody that comes can get a lantern for free. We release them at sunset, but before that, we'll have some food trucks and some vendor tables for some recovery related community partners. And yeah, it's just a nice kind of peaceful time to hold space and be able to honor those we've lost.
Awesome. Well, that is it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You guys, this was good. I hope you guys learned something. And um, yeah, I am at a loss for words at this moment, but I'm so glad that I did this. Um, it's good when we understand better, and then it's easier for you to have mercy and grace on other people. We have to. And we are so thankful for Project Me for doing this. That this is their calling. They are doing what they were called to do. And I'm so grateful for them. Thank you guys for tuning in to Nicole today. You guys have a great day. And don't just have a great day, but make it a great day for somebody else.